This is a Volvo XC60 Inscription Pro, but I'm told it's not a normal XC60 Inscription Pro. Looks pretty normal to me. Let's go and have a look around and see if we can spot any differences. Well, firstly, down the front, it's a handsome looking thing, isn't it? Normal chrome grille. We've got the Thor hammer lights, that looks completely normal. Everything looks pretty normal along here as well. We've got 20-inch alloys, the chrome, which signifies the inscription. Look inside. Everything looks pretty normal in here. We've got some really nice leather. Lovely Volvo leather. Entertainment, active dash, nice wood trim here. Panoramic roof. Looks pretty normal in here. Looks pretty normal in the front and back. Pretty normal in here as well. I mean, this being a Volvo, there is acres of room here. Back seats are lovely. Armrest here. Tray. Ooh, nice little cubby hole here to get through to the rear. It's looking pretty normal so far. Looks pretty normal to me. What about the boot? Yeah, rear looks pretty normal to me as well. Let's open up the boot. All my camera gears in here. Ah! What's this? Charging cable. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let's have a look, shut that down. I'm guessing then, hey! Flap. This then is the XC60 Recharge. Never driven a Volvo Hybrid before, so let's jump on in and see what's what, shall we? So let's start with some facts and figures. The XC60 Recharge uses a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine mated to the hybrid powertrain, mated to the battery system. Now when they both use in tandem, they can produce 385 brake horsepower, which is a lot. And that means that the XC60 can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in just 5.5 seconds, which is pretty damn quick, isn't it? In terms of the hybrid side of things, on electric power alone, you can go up to 33 miles. And your MPG figures on the WLTP cycle are anywhere between 85 and over 100. When you first jump into the car, it starts in electric mode where it can. So it's completely silent. I mean, I'm talking quite loud now because I just tend to when I talk to camera, but I could quite easily whisper to you. It's very quiet. Now this is not only the first time I drive in a Volvo Hybrid, but actually the first time I've ever driven an XC60. And I have to say, immediately, I'm very impressed by it. The word I would use is lovely. Everything is just so lovely in here. Even the way it drives is just lovely. So we're pootling along now in fully electric mode, and it is so quiet. It's very comfortable as well. And I have to say, I adore this interior. There's something about Volvo interiors that are just spectacular. There's a simplicity to them. There's a real sense that they know what they're doing. The responsiveness on the throttle when you get onto that, when you're at a roundabout like that, is just immediate. And then the beauty with hybrids, you know what? I'm going to say it. I love hybrids because you're driving around in something that's eco-friendly. This produces 55 grams per kilometre. 55. It's pretty much negligible. And it feels nice. I can look at these trees and go, yeah, I'm saving you, thank you. Almost feel like the trees are looking back and saying, oh, thank you very much for driving along in a hybrid, because you're producing very little CO2. You are aiding the environment, you're saving the fossil fuels, all that sort of stuff. But the other side of a hybrid is that they are very fast. So, got a couple of driving modes in this car. So, currently I'm in hybrid. You've got pure, which is for eco driving, where the car will try and stay in electric as much as possible. We've got constant all-wheel drive, which is what you would use if the road surface was a bit not great. And then power. Let's click on power for sporty driving. So, sporty driving, gearbox into sport, and then let's see. I tell you what, it can get a shift on this, and that's what's so good about hybrids, in my opinion. You've got all the eco driving, and people look at you and clap and applaud you because you are an early adopter of this electrical future. But really, you've also got this. It's a properly quick car, this. And I'm not just saying that, this is a properly quick car. Nearly 400 brake horsepower. Nearly 400 horsepower. That's pretty bonkers, really. Now, the way that it sounds is a bit strange. It's not made to sound like a fire-breathing monster, is it? Let's be honest. You get a kind of whir from the electric motors which make it feel very futuristic and very different to a normal car. You know, it is really nice, and very soon we'll be on some slightly quicker roads and we can see actually what the handling and the roll holding is like. But when you're driving, just completely normally pootling around town, it is so impressive, this car. So comfortable as well. And these seats are lovely. The leathers are just phenomenal. The layout of this interior, as I've already touched on, is so good. It's so simplistic, but so easy to fathom. Like, I don't know, it's hard to put my finger on. I just like it, okay? I just like it. Everybody's opinion obviously is different, but I just like this. Right, we're going to national speed limit. Let's... Hello? Hello? Okay. That's pretty impressive. But the power delivery isn't savage. It doesn't throw you back. It's more of a gentle surge. It's like, let's go. Let's get a shift on, shall we? It's just lovely. The feel of everything in here is genuinely lovely. I love this wooden effect down here on the dash. This sort of crystally clear glass gear selector is lovely. I like the start-stop button as well. It's not really a button, you twist it to the side. It's just cool. Volvo, I think. Right, the first time that I was driving a Volvo, I didn't know what to think of it, okay? My first experience with it was with an XC40. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really know what I was getting into. But it changed my opinion of the brand almost instantaneously. I think Volvo is cool. They are such cool cars, and they do interiors brilliantly. This drive, it's superb. And you know, I really, really do like Volvo. That's something I never thought I would say. I do think it's cool, and I mean, I'm 26 and I would 100% drive a car like this, 100%. And if you're still a little bit apprehensive about Volvo as a brand, just go and drive one. Go and experience one of these cars, because it's brilliant. And I would say go for the hybrid if it was up to me. It's the best of everything. You can go home, plug it in at night, takes on average on a normal 3-pin charge a couple of hours, 4 or 5 hours to charge it fully. You've then got 33 miles of electrical range, which, let's be honest, for the vast majority of people is enough to do your commute to work, if you are going to work at the minute, obviously with everything that's going on. But I think it's great, this car. I'm really, really impressed by it. Right, we're getting out now into some more twisty stuff. Let's go into power, go into sport. It holds the road very well. It's very easy to place. You've got a really good driving position because you can see out onto each of the corners. The wing mirrors are massive. You've got plenty of view around. This has got the panoramic roof as well, which just makes it feel big, airy. But when you start to get that right toe down, I tell you, it's genuinely very impressive. There's a little bit of body roll as you go around the corners, but that's to be expected. This is a big high-riding car at the end of the day, and it's not really built to be a B-road barnstormer. But this is incredibly impressive round here. Incredibly impressive for something like this. Yeah, its road holding is very good, no doubt thanks to the all-wheel drive system. And then when you put your toe down, you can feel that it's electrically assisted. You can feel that the engine's going, and then you get the battery power, which gives you that extra pump of torque. Yeah, this thing is pretty damn good. This is brilliant, in all honesty. But cyclist here, let's go round the edge. Gearbox is nice and responsive. The gear changes are just silky smooth, really smooth. You can barely even feel them. I'm enjoying this. I'm highly impressed by it. You don't have to plug it in. I mean, it's definitely advised that you do plug it in, but it does charge while you're driving as well. So for some vigorous driving, when you're in the power setting, it charges itself. So you're saving the environment by driving it. I mean, what else? What other argument is there for it? It's got everything. Practicality, the space, it drives very, very well, it's economical, and it's fast. Yeah, I'll take one, please. Now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. Do please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for plenty more content to come. And I will see you next time.